Hello everyone, Miss Licon, your librarian. And are you scared of the dark? Well, Clark is scared of the dark. Come with me as we read Beatriz Rare's Clark is Scared of the Dark. There was a little dinosaur called Clark. Poor Clark, he was scared of the dark. Every night when he was in bed, he screamed out of dread. Clark's mom was always with him, especially when the lights were dim. To help little Clark fall asleep, she stayed by him and didn't make a peep. One day, Clark's mom got sick. She said her head was as heavy as a brick. Clark found her on the ground. She needed help, but only Clark was around. My dear Clark, I know you are scared of the dark, but I need you to get a sleeping flower. The road is safe, so please don't cower. Take this Firefly with you. He can protect you and light your way too. Little Clark was on his way. He would be brave this day. His Firefly had a butt full of power, and it would light all his way to the flower. Once on the road, it soon became dark. All the shadows seemed to surround Clark. He was so scared he wanted to cry. Instead, he clung to his Firefly. A scary shadow they saw on a rock. With gigantic teeth, it could be a hungry croc. Or it might mean a monster is near. Clark and his Firefly would have to stay clear. When Clark pointed the Firefly at it, he was not scared even a bit. There was a dinosaur resting for the day, so Clark decided to continue on his way. Clark and Firefly continued ahead, while all he wanted was to return to his bed. Still, he pushed on and tried to be strong. Returning without the flower would be just wrong. After walking more that night, Clark wished for some light. Another scary shadow was in front. Clark was so close, he heard a grunt. It was just a dinosaur in pajamas. There was no need for drama. This dinosaur was just a sleepwalker. She didn't seem like a big talker. Clark continued his trip. He was careful not to slip. The flower smelled like a sweet rose. Clark could sniff it with his nose. Clark was less scared of his chore until he heard a loud snore. He saw a big pointy tail. The monster could be as big as a whale. When Clark saw it, he was not afraid. He felt his need to scream quickly fade. It was a yellow dinosaur with a hat. Who would wear something like that? Finally, Clark found the sleeping blossom, and it looked truly awesome. The Firefly had a big smile. He had been flying for a while. Clark cut the flower right there, and the Firefly sped through the air. Clark was ready to go back to his mom, and in the dark, he finally felt calm. Back home, Clark heard his mom call. She didn't look sick at all. She was playing cards while sitting in a chair. Everyone Clark met recently was there. His mom said, "I'm sorry I tricked you, but you did it. You made it through." I knew you had it in you to be brave. My friends here told me that they would behave. She didn't need the flower, but Clark no longer cared. He realized that he was no longer scared. In the dark from now on, he would be braver. His mom had done him a very huge favor. And Clark had seen many scary things that night, but none would scratch him or even bite. He felt kind of silly for screaming out of fright, so from now on, he would sleep without a light. So, remember that in the dark, you may feel a fright, but there's nothing that wasn't there in the light. So if you ever feel like a scared little mouse, don't worry, you're completely safe in your house. The end.